If you knew that by investing 90 seconds of your life almost effortlessly, you could change how you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally, what would you do? Would you try it? I invite you to do this with me, a super easy exercise, and I'm already set up to show you something amazing and simple that in 90 seconds and with almost no effort can almost immediately change how you feel emotionally, mentally, and physically. What I'm going to give you now is an exercise so simple and so accessible that you can do it at any time, and it's a simple breathing exercise with some self-touch. Basically, your hand on your chest, your other hand on your neck, and what I'm going to give you now is a breathing exercise. This is the first area I want to show you, about 90 seconds of your time, then I'll give you more. Another stage that goes deeper to get more to the root, to see how we solve your problem, God willing. And the third area is an even deeper layer, which is something that really can be an incredible blessing, God willing, for your benefit, health, and success. So let's start first with the bodily part, the physical part. As I told you, we're going to go straight into a breathing exercise. As I told you, put one hand on your chest, your other hand on your neck. What we're going to do is a very simple breathing exercise. Inhale for 4 seconds. And then I'm going to explain to you what spectacular effect this has on your calmness and your nervous system. What we're going to do is a spectacularly simple way to regulate your nervous system. We inhale again for 4. We hold it for a few seconds, and then what we do is a long exhale, ideally for 8 seconds if you can, like blowing out a candle. Excellent. Let's go again. We inhale for 4 seconds like smelling a flower, and try to make sure that basically when you inhale, the air doesn't go to your chest. Make sure it's not chest breathing, but rather abdominal breathing. Basically, your abdomen should expand. If you want, you can even put your hand not on your chest, but on your abdomen. Basically, we do this. Touch your neck and now your abdomen and inhale. Hold it for a moment and then exhale slowly like blowing out a candle. Excellent. Now the air in your abdomen should go down, it should lower. So let's take another breath again. Inhale. Hold it and exhale again. Now let's do it a bit more smoothly. You can leave your hand on your neck, place your right hand over your left. On your belly, very good. And now try to feel how your belly rises as you inhale. Hold it again, inhale, hold it again, inhale, hold it, long exhale. Excellent, excellent. Now let's take a short pause. Can you tell me in the comments how you're doing? If before these first 4 minutes of the class you felt stress or anxiety, I want you to now basically try to recognize how you're feeling. You can even notice whether you still feel that touch on your neck, the contact on your skin. And I want you to tell me if you feel calmer. Even if it's just 1%, you can give me from 1 to 10. If it's 1, 2, or 10 is the maximum. 1 is very little. I want you to tell me here in the comments, and that way we'll move on to the second, deeper level. Very well. Now I'm going to basically explain to you what we did in this first level, which is more about the body and the physical side, which you basically need to understand. Your body doesn't understand explanations like a doctoral thesis, to put it vividly. Basically, your body obeys your actions. So what did we do? Physical contact on your neck, very good. Physical contact on your abdomen. We did breathing exercises. Basically, your mind started to focus in some way, not on what was stressing you out in your family life or at work or in your studies. That thing that maybe had you a little stressed before watching this video, Basically, your mind is now focused on physical contact, on breathing, on watching me and doing what I'm telling you. Basically, you changed your focus. Therefore, most likely, God willing, I hope this is helpful to you. But if God wills it, I want this moment right now to be helpful to you and that what we did helped you. Let it be so, and what comes next is very, very deep and also very easy. Everything I'm going to teach you is very easy. Therefore, about 90 seconds of breathing can really, in a matter of seconds, even before the 90 seconds are up, cause you almost instantly to feel an improvement in your calmness. In other words, it can sharply reduce your anxiety and make you feel calm. What did we do? What we did was, with these exercises I gave you, breathing exercises, touch exercises, basically, what we did is basically tell your mind that you are not in danger. Basically, that's the message, like the message. Through a simple, specific exercise like good breathing or placing your hands on your body. What's happening here on a certain level is important to understand, because once you do, it will help you repeat it. What we did was activate your vagus nerve, which is your longest cranial nerve. It goes from your skull, your head, passes through your throat, chest, and reaches your intestines. It has nerve endings that touch vital organs in your body. It's amazing. In other words, it's basically a connecting cable. It's a connecting cable between your mind and the lower part of your body. Therefore, when you take a good breath, it's basically like calling your mind on the phone and saying everything's okay, everything's okay. Green light, it's like the creator presses a green button in your body. It's an internal personal doctor that regulates your emotions and sensations inside you. It's your parasympathetic nervous system. Basically, spectacular. What we did was basically, when someone is stressed or anxious, basically their sympathetic nervous system is on alert. It's like a red alert button. Basically, your mind thinks you're in danger and basically sends a command to your vital organs that they're in danger. And so they start to function. On alert, your body is on alert. Why? Because you're afraid the bank manager will call you, or because tomorrow you have that exam that worries you so much, or because someone at work didn't speak to you nicely, or because you have a problem in your family. Connecting all of that, basically, if you're under stress or anxious, your body and your mind pick up on that, and your mind gives the order to your body that it has to call the manager of the, or what should it give you now? In fact, like I told you, 90 seconds is a lot. It can be much less than 90 seconds. When you breathe properly, you calm down, you cultivate calm, you connect with yourself, basically. At that point, your mind gets a signal that everything is okay, and therefore your mind says, I'm saying this graphically, just to clarify conceptually, it tells your vital organs and your body that everything is fine, there's no need to be on alert, relax, everything is okay, you can. In fact, actually, something very important is that the vagus nerve, the parasympathetic nervous system, is the one responsible for your calm, your rest, your digestion. It's amazing and easy to activate with a button. As I mentioned, with your breathing, we're going to go, this is the first area, part of the body. I really like to talk about major areas of work, which is basically a more holistic system of working. Because if you stay just here, it can be great, but more in the short term. Because if what stresses you keeps stressing you, in a minute, in an hour, in a day, in a week, obviously the stress will come back. Therefore, I want to give you a holistic system that covers three parts. The physical side, which is an exercise I just gave you, which is a breathing exercise, physical contact. Very good, that's perfect, excellent. Let's move on to a more mental aspect. That is, it's body, mind, and energy or soul. Body, mind, and soul, very good. Mind is basically understanding, and here we get into a much deeper topic, much deeper, which is when you breathe. In fact, the same breathing exercise I gave you, you can touch your neck and your chest. You can put your right hand over your left here on your chest and breathe, and basically here, basically understand who you are. It's obviously much deeper than the first area, which is something purely physical. It's essential to understand and reflect. In fact, I invite you to go to a quiet place where you can reflect with your phone on silent. If it's in nature and you feel safe, that's excellent. It's essential to think about who you are, what you do, who you have in your life. For example, if you work at your workplace, si tienes problemas, no tienes problemas, what qualities do you have? What can you offer at your workplace, in your family? What can you give to your family? Basically, it's about starting to give yourself moments of mental peace. And basically, that you invite yourself to have a conversation with yourself. Basically, reflect. Basically, it's about who you are, what you do, what your family structure is like, what your family is like. What can you do to improve within your family? What can you really offer based on your personal qualities? And the same goes for your job, your place of study, wherever you are. Basically, it's about giving yourself, it could be a minute, an hour, whatever you can, giving yourself a moment of reflection that can give you incredible insight, an amazing blessing in your life, something you might not give yourself in your daily routine. And this is something so accessible. You can do it when you go somewhere, even when you go to work or to your place of study or when you help someone. In other words, wherever you are, you have that moment of peace. Obviously, if you can go to a quiet place where no one bothers you, where no one says good morning, and you're basically distracted, obviously that's not ideal for you, but that's also possible. Don't look for the ideal place because you probably won't find the ideal place, but if you have a perfect place, that's excellent, excellent. So basically the second part is more mental, more about reflection, more about energy, yeah, o espiritual. It's something that gives your life a boost, strength and potential in your life, which is something spectacular, which basically at the same time, it could be something else, obviously, but at the same time that you are reflecting on your life. It's basically, this is a secret from our great Kabbalist sages, which is basically the connection with the Creator, a personal dialogue with the Creator. Many people, unfortunately, associate the connection with the Creator with a specific place, with a place of religious ritual. Judaism, Hebrew wisdom, Jewish wisdom, the Kabbalist sages teach us a spectacular principle. And it is so available to all humanity, for Jews and non-Jews, for everyone, for all of humanity, which is something as simple as opening your mouth and speaking with the Creator, with your own words. This, it can give you happiness and blessing in your life that is indescribable, because what we've done until now was something more physical, which is excellent in its own way. The mental aspect is excellent in its own way, but when you speak with the Creator, you transcend all boundaries. You speak with the Creator who is the Creator of the world, who created you and creates you at every moment and renews you at every moment. Every breath you take is an offering to the Creator who gives you life. Spectacular, spectacular. In fact, el último salmo, King David of blessed memory, may his merit protect us. Psalm 150, the last verse in Hebrew says this. Look at the depth. It says, Kol haneshama te aleluya, aleluya. Kol haneshama te aleluya, aleluya. Every soul will praise you, God the Creator. In other words, every soul will praise you. That is, we are speaking to the Creator, of course. And you have to understand this about Hebrew. Every word in Hebrew is impressive. Every word in Hebrew has incredible secrets hidden within it. You have to know that Hebrew is not like the languages you know. Like a table is just a table, but it doesn't have a spiritual root or an essential root. Basically, it was decided that a table would be called a table, or in English it's called table. That is, there is no root essence. In Hebrew, every word has a root. And you have to know that the Creator creates His world with the 22 Hebrew letters. Impressive. This is how the Creator created the world and keeps creating it at every moment with the 22 Hebrew letters. Thus, every word holds a remarkable essence. You have to know the word neshama. As I said, Kol haneshama te aleluya, aleluya. Neshama means soul in Hebrew, and the word for breath in Hebrew is neshima. Listen, neshama, neshima. There is a letter which is yud. That's basically the difference, but you see that the root is the same, neshama, neshima. Therefore think that every breath you take, neshima, is the Creator giving life to your soul, giving you life. Every breath, When I told you to reflect on your life, even when I mentioned breathing, breathing is the creator giving you life, breathing life into you. It's amazing. So now this last area, which is more energetic, more spiritual, you can take what I taught you even to the first exercise, which is more physical about breathing. And remember, Kol Haneshama Te'aleluya, Alleluia, every soul will praise you, Creator. That is, it's impressive. Every neshima, every breath you take is a chance to breathe in, and you can use that air to speak words of praise and to talk with the Creator. Therefore, you can speak to the Creator, as our Kabbalist sages explain, in your own words, not seeking eloquence or making grand speeches. No. Tell him, open your heart to him. Tell him, how was your day? What hurt you or what is hurting you? Or what are your dreams? What would you like to do? What would you like to dedicate yourself to? If you're struggling in your studies, ask the Creator for guidance. Or if there's something you'd like to improve, ask him to give you strength with a strong will to really overcome what he wants to overcome. That is, you can talk, open your heart, and speak with the Creator in your own words. Spectacular. So, well, to sum up, when you feel anxious or sad, you can do these three main things I mentioned. A breathing exercise on a physical level and remembering Neshima, breath and soul. The connection, going to a more mental part, reflecting on your life, a much more spiritual part, which is the bond with the Creator, which is also a self-sustaining cycle, and the physical and mental aspects also become much stronger. Regarding Hebrew, I remembered that, God willing, if I remember, I will put it in the description of my video. Down here below the class, a link, a hyperlink, so you can be part of it. Obviously, if you want to look for information there to do. We started the Hebrew Wisdom Club not long ago. We study Hebrew and its roots, not just to study a language. Basically, it's about giving, that is, sharing this knowledge in a way that's truly humble and joyful. To give this knowledge. You can request information down below about the Hebrew Wisdom Club. Basically, to change the way of thinking. That's how it is. If you study the Jewish people, the Hebrew people, you'll see we have a distinctive way of thinking because obviously we study Torah. The Torah is, the Creator gives us the Torah to live a life of purpose, and the Torah has laws. And Hebrew, as I told you, has roots, and each word can raise a question and give an answer. Basically, it's a whole system of very deep thought. With just 5 minutes a day, we have certain WhatsApp groups and a class on Zoom. It's weekly and it's amazing. So if I remember, I'm going to put the link here, God willing, so you can ask for information to be part of this exclusive Hebrew Wisdom Club. Wishing you many blessings and much success. Please share in the comments how it went, if it resonated, your thoughts, what you'd like to know, and what other classes interest you. Well, success and blessings.